From internet sensation to being referred to as a child slave, Ryan has accomplished many things in life, but with his greedy parents, will he ever be allowed to do the things he enjoys? If you are somehow unfamiliar with the world-famous Ryan's World, here is a quick rundown. Ryan Kaji started making videos in 2015 when he was only 3 years old. His parents say that he had shown interest in YouTube, begging them to allow him to start filming toy review videos himself. Just like that, the channel Ryan's World was born. The channel's main focus was reviewing toys, with the content becoming more scripted as time went on. Very quickly after posting their first videos, Ryan and his parents found great success in the art of content making as they were accumulating thousands, if not millions of views per video. They had struck gold. Eventually, in 2016, they would even quit their jobs so they could focus on the channel full time. From there, they turned Ryan's money-making hobby into a business empire. They would start making multiple channels, and among other things, they would start a toy line featuring Ryan's face on it that would bring them millions. The reason so many flocked to Ryan's content was rather endearing. They were simple and full of a child's joy for looking at a new toy. Most of his audience were, of course, children, which made the whole thing very wholesome.
These are all the McDonald's Happy Meal toys we didn't open.
Oh, so many we didn't open, right?
The issues only started coming up in the past few years as Ryan has become older and noticeably less interested. He is close to turning 13, the age which will be the start of his teenage years, which will, without a doubt, bring about many changes. These changes have already been rather noticeable, from his deeper voice to his fake enthusiasm. It is clear that he no longer wants to do this, but the question is, will his parents even allow him to retire? Since they have no jobs and no other money source other than Ryan and his multiple channels, we doubt it. Going at this speed, Ryan is on his way to becoming a teenage billionaire, meaning that his family is already loaded, so why even continue doing this when he clearly no longer enjoys it? The simplest answer is, as always, greed. There might also be a fear factor to their behavior, as they come from poverty, with his mother being arrested for shoplifting in the past. By milking all of Ryan's worth, she hopes she will never have to go back to that way of living. His parents want more and more, and eventually, when it all comes crashing down, they'll wonder where they had gone wrong. It is understandable that Ryan no longer wants to do the same thing he has been doing since he was 3 years old. It would be a wonder if he still enjoyed it. There is another factor to this whole thing. He has never known any way of life other than constant work and content creation. We seriously doubt that his parents have not broken any child labor laws during all of these years. Since Ryan has been doing this for as long as he can remember, he might not even realize that he's being used. He should be enjoying his life and his teenage years, not spending them being the sole provider to his whole family. This is the time for him to create new friendships, develop new interests, and find himself. He shouldn't be filming videos that cater to 5-year-olds just so his parents can have some more money on the already giant pile. His parents are not the only ones who have pulled this stunt, but they may have been one of the first, at least when talking about YouTube. Ever since children have had roles in media, parents have leached off of their success. Unfortunately for them, the type of content Ryan makes won't be reliable forever. How long will he be doing this? Will he ever have time to look for a partner to start a family? Or will he forever be stuck in the loop of toy reviews and children's content? It isn't too hard to imagine a 30-year-old Ryan covering the latest fad in the toy world. He has been breaking his back for so long, but most have doubts over whether he will get any of his money. It would be particularly cruel of his parents to keep it all from him, and could potentially be the reason their family falls apart. By keeping his money locked away, with the parents having the only access, they effectively keep him on a leash for as long as they like. He is aware of the amount of money he has earned, and he will want at least a part of it. It's human nature. In a recent interview Ryan did with his parents, the interviewer asked how much Ryan gets to keep all of his money. The answer they received from his father is rather cryptic. Wouldn't you say so?
You're on track to be a teenage billionaire. How much does Ryan get to keep of all this?
Oh, be careful, Ryan.
If you have enjoyed the video so far, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. The public is taking Ryan's side in all of this. He is, after all, just a kid. Everyone is wondering when all of this will end for him. A lot of people mention his schooling, saying that he was getting bullied for the content he creates. The truth is that because of his strict schedule and the fact that he reviews toys as a teenager while acting like a toddler, Ryan is homeschooled. Honestly, if something like this was happening to us, we would also want to be homeschooled. This way, he escapes public scrutiny, even though he doesn't deserve it. His schooling is also mentioned in the interview as his current main focus, but the fact alone that he is homeschooled makes it seem as though his parents aren't taking it that seriously. He should be around his peers, doing standard teenager things, and not spend the majority of his life with his parents filming kids' videos. Of course, we commend him. His net worth is in the millions, and most of us will never get anywhere close. But what good is all of that money if you never even get to use it? Broke or rich, if it's all sitting on a pile you can't access, it means nothing to you. The cherry on top of all of this is that his channel is not bringing in anywhere near the number of views it used to in his prime when Ryan was still little. The videos right now bring in around 200,000 views, which is not bad, but for the channel's prime are horrible numbers. This means that all of his humiliation and suffering is not even worth it anymore. He lacks enthusiasm for any of his projects, with fake smiles on his face at all times. He wears the facade well, but it's clear as day that he would be anywhere else but on set. His latest big project is Ryan's World the movie, which came out in August of this year. When asked about his favorite part of filming, his answer was puzzling. He told the interviewer that his favorite part was seeing his sisters act in it. One would think that a teenager would revel in the chance to take up time on the big screen, but Ryan has seen it all and done it all. His face has been all over the internet for nearly a decade now, so it's understandable that he just wants it all to end. Perhaps his enthusiasm would be renewed if he was allowed to film content that was geared towards an older audience, where he could cover and talk about something he enjoys. But with how much time he spends filming his current content, has he even developed other hobbies? It would be wonderful for his sanity if he had, but with filming, meet and greets, and his homeschooling, a whole night of sleep is probably what brings him the most joy in his life. It's nice to see a family online that spends this much time together, but at this stage of his development, that's not what Ryan needs. It's time for him to become more independent. By allowing him to go on his own path, his parents would allow him to mold into a well-rounded and socialized person. What parent wouldn't want that for their child? They may be saying that they want all of these nice things for Ryan and his future, but at the rate they're going to allow him to head off into college while he is in his mid-40s. We are excited to see a non-censored interview with Ryan in a few years' time. Hopefully, we'll be able to hear all about what was going on behind the stage and what sort of problems he faced growing up. What do you think about today's topic? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below.